Kobe, you're about to get the answer to the question. Pick some bands for game number 1 of All-Star 2016. European LCS representing Team Ice and their first band, Katarina.
Well, it's no secret that Bjergsen has been playing a ton of Katarina on stream and been crushing with it. This is one of those assassins I was talking about that is actually highly tuned towards a very high skill cap. So her win rate doesn't actually reflect, I think, how good the champion is at the moment.
I actually thought Peke would want to play Katarina quite a lot. I know he's been practicing it in solo queue, but he has other tricks, of course, up his sleeve here. And they probably didn't want to first pick it. Didn't want to risk, as you said, Bjergsen taking it on his side. Karma, boring, but we've seen it before, and it's still really, really strong. And so is most of the mage supports.
And I think one of the things that we have sort of seen in terms of the 623 meta, outside of tanks in the top lane, the remainder of the roles, relatively similar. There's a bit more option in the jungle, of course, but from Worlds to now, it's really top that are the biggest changes.
Yeah, 100%. Like the tanks, Poppy, Nautilus, Maokai are like the 3 biggest ones. You will still see a few carries like Jace up there, from time to time a Trundle maybe to counter the tanks. I think though, if you're Europe, my favorite jungler right now is Lee Sin. And XPeke is pretty good at Lee Sin, so I would first pick that.
Lee Sin is also like the most played champion across the world, across all ELOs. He's most, yeah, exactly. That's a good bet to take there. Most people's favorite champion. However, to me, it's not even about one lane, right? The biggest change has been that since jungle is so powerful, winning lanes are really important so you can push in and steal from the enemy jungler. Like, the more people helping out your jungle, you know, and trying to counter jungle.
No! They scouted the team. Tryhard bands coming in here. They knew XPeke would pick that Lee Sin, but as you just said there, Kobe, like this off-season didn't change as much as other off-seasons, so it's not like a massive meta shift is happening.
Yeah.
Small changes here and there, and the meta at Worlds with the pushing lanes and invading is just even better now with the longer jungle spawning time. So if you do invade and get a few camps, it is super, super good.
All right, so we do still have options for like some exciting picks that got stronger in the preseason. I think Rengar is also pretty good as far as assassins go. I mean,
but not a
Talon,
first pick.
Slightly. I'm just trying to. I'm just writing my dream list right now for more exciting picks since LeBlanc and Katarina are both off, and those were 2 of my favorites.
First pick Zyra here for someone like Mithy. He's been telling me every single day how good he is at playing in that champion right now. It is an option. I guess we can also.
Oh no! We started out with Courage of the Colossus.
Oh, Ivan is still available.
There we go.
Would the NALCS squad play Ivern?
Yes, he's overpowered.
Sure. Reignover will definitely play Ivern. 2 of the main stats that he had in North America, he was, top farm. Ivern has some really, really interesting jungle paths that he can start out with, and it's very easy if the enemy jungler is not used to playing against an Ivern and the team's not helping him play against an Ivern to get 3 buffed early on. We'll see what XPeke is able to do. Obviously, people have had a lot more time now to play against the champion, so most of them are expecting it, and they'll just go trade.
But like Iron is, if you've never seen him before, he's Nuno on steroids because he can literally invade your camp and just take it instantly, and there's really nothing you can do against
him. He's a full troll champion. I love it so much.
The way he walks as well, it's like
I just love the
Rengar, do it!
Lock it in, lock it in. Playing with our heart, Reignover. Last second switch. Although Orion is actually a good takeaway from Peke because his champion pool was limited when he was playing mid.
Sure.
I mean, it's an all-around great champion. To me, this pick ban phase for both teams is starting out looking like they're trying very hard here. We have Courage of the Colossus, 1 on each side for the tanks. That's very important for the preseason, and then Orion is a very good scaling mid lane as well.
I mean, we know both these teams want to beat each other. Doublelift said it before the game started. It's always EU versus NA, the memes and everything. The EU team as well are talking about, like, this first game, it means everything for them. At least if they're winning, it means everything. Otherwise, they're, of course, just having fun in there. But taking Orianna away from Peke is kind of unfair again. Like, the man has been playing 80 carry for, like, half a year. His Ari, though, is still one of his most played champions, so that is a good comfort pick for him.
Well, I don't feel like it's going to be the pick.
Come on, go Super Soaker Ari.
Options here in terms of EU.
Yeah, go for it.
1 second.
Yeah. Super Soaker Ari, we're getting it.
There we go.
Nice.
Signature champion for Peke and Nautilus locked in. So as Nautilus up top, expected?
Yep.
Taking some notes here from our friends over in the LCK, and obviously important things we can sometimes highlight about players is all-time career records on these picks. The 2 mid laners, actually the most played picks for these guys in their entire professional career is Ari for xPeke and Orianna for Bjergsen. Bjergsen is 11 and 15 though on Orianna, so he's actually been losing more than winning, which is kind of weird.
We'll see if they can pick up a win today. Doublelift having a great time on camera, sporting the Team Fire colors.
Oh, they want to do
Vayne,
it.
Alistair?
He's actually yelling. Vayne and Twitch are two of the highest win rate AD carries at the moment. The thing is with Vayne, she still does need a little bit of help through that, that early lane phase. Caitlyn is available.
Yeah, Caitlyn will actually still be one of the strongest AD carries, and we will see her banned a lot, especially in the 1v1.
Oh, baby, yes!
You're getting the Rengar.
Got one, all right, Rengar's in here.
And we might get the Mythic Zyra as well. I do want to see Twitch from Reckless, because Twitch is really, really good on this patch, and we got a lot of stuff we can say about that pick specifically. This is obviously not the patch where Twitch will get nerfed slightly. He's still like extremely strong here on 623. But yeah, the Rengar pick coming in from a Reignover.
I know, I'm so excited for Reignover here because Rengar with the ability to have that CC immunity change to the W just got so much extra versatility to the gameplay. We'll see. The other thing is he snowballs incredibly hard due to the passive. The passive is so overtuned. I think they already scheduled. I think they already scheduled nerfs for it. But if you don't know the changes, like for every unique champion on the enemy team that he kills, he gets a tremendous amount of extra bonus AD.
Total AD.
Exactly. And it just towards the end of the game, you're going to easily be able to one-shot the AD carry as well as be decently tanky.
Right, going to be the Ashe Zyra lane, not the Twitch we were hoping for. Dare I say a NA special, NA famous special?
I mean, it did start with C9 back in the day. You are correct. Lemonation, of course, played it with Sneaky. Europe then did pick it up back in Season 3. We've gone a little bit back in time here with this EU lineup with Ari as well coming into the mid lane for Peke.
Exactly.
So we have some old schools, but obviously we have seen these two picks a lot of worse. Like Zyra, Ashe were some of the most played picks in the bot lane.
Do it.
Playing Vayne is very risky.
He's got the Janna with him.
I mean, you can see his team is like, pick Vayne, pick Vayne, pick Vayne. He's like, no, 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 please. I don't want to lose lane. Do it, Dublin. Come on. It's All-Star. That's fine too. That's
we'll
fine
accept
too.
the Twitch.
Yes.
Twitch or Vayne, and it's the Twitch.
I like Twitch.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Will EU or NA go splat?
Twitch is extremely fun to watch, you know, after the maybe 10-minute mark when he gets the extra mobility walking around the map, opening up those AD carry assassin plays, which Doublelift specifically really does like to go for. The thing is here with the EULCS team, it's a very, very sturdy team. They've got two Courage of the Colossus wielding tanks on the front line that will be difficult to get through.
I mean, it's fun to see both teams actually have like really good team fighting late game, and a lot of it come down to like very crisp positioning. Like Orianna Shockwave can obviously ruin the day. Twitch popping out of nowhere, getting 2 or 3 guys down, but also on the other side, like Zyra ultis, Nautilus in your face. Like, there are so many ways to kind of interrupt each other here. It's going to be super interesting once we get like out of the laning phase and into these fights.
I can't wait to find out just how coordinated these Ashe Arrow, Nautilus engage, Ari zoning plays are from the EU squad. Exactly how many people Doublelift can squash. Team Ice versus Team Fire. There are 100 points on the line, and basically what you got to follow, the first team to accumulate 1,000 points will then be declared the All-Star champions.
And the points are very nice. Yes, you're playing for the points, but honestly,
nice points.
You're playing here for
smiley face points.
EU versus NA. Like, that's what you're really playing for in this game.
Screw it, Deficio. EU versus NA. There's your teams. There's your players on screen. Jump onto Twitter and vote. Who will pick up the first victory of All-Star 2016? With 2 votes to 1 on the caster desk in favor of EU?
Yeah.
I mean,
Cody's on Europe's side now.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's All-Star 2016. Let the mayhem begin!
I know, new patch. We've seen some games on it. Obviously, IWCA played on it. There's been some other tournaments happening here and there on this new After the Plans and Assassin rework, of course, was added into the game, so we don't have to just go over every single change. But definitely seeing some of the newer picks, like the Rengar change was actually really good for him, even though his Q does look a little bit funny when he just like slap it out in the air and he doesn't hit anything.
I actually really like the new Q, it being AoE and gives you a little bit of extra distance if you're trying to catch up to somebody or trying to run away. But yeah, definitely the highlight for him in the rework is the change to the W, where he can get out of this Zyra CC, the Ashe CC. There's so much on the European squad that it will be useful against.
I also think like Janna actually makes a lot of sense. We know Afromove's obviously played a lot in the past, and it's a pick he likes, but with the change now to support items where we added Redemption, because we felt like apparently support items were too weak, so we just gave like this super insane item that everyone wants to build. You can run wind speakers as a keystone.
It's literally the nuke call down. It's like a giant area.
It's like the Gandhi one from Ziv, just coming straight in here for support.
It's actually a really good point though, because my one big drawback for Zyra is she doesn't really build Redemption because you're not a shield user. So yes, you know, Zyra still is pretty similar to Worlds, and it is going to be that same pushing power of this lane. But yeah, the lack of Redemption may be an issue.
I mean, that's the thing. Get wind speakers.
But there you go, the plant damage.
You still lost the trade.
Did he?
Oh, sorry.
I don't think so.
I thought you meant NA. I thought you were like, oh, look at NA. Look at his Janna. No. Yeah, you're going to struggle in lane against Zyra Ash. That's not going to be too funny.
Well, that's a good sign for EU. They can get themselves early advantage.
Nice double value volley there. Tags them both.
Obviously, double teleports as well on the side of EU, so they can play those side lane plays. And
classic Fnatic and Origin special with Pick and Source in there. You got to run double teleport. You got to focus on the crazy map plays.
Yeah, it actually is. I love having Ghost actually more often than not on mid laners. Opens up so many extra plays. Another really high value harass here for Team Ice.
Working in favor of the European squad.
Maybe NA forgot lane swaps are gone. And
Hey,
they're like, hey, let's just pick this lane.
Remember, right? You can't teach an old dog new tricks, so use the same tricks. Double teleport, old Season 3 style duo lane. This is what Rainover built for. Flash, knock up, Rainover gets away, manages to get rid of the doesn't get the kill. Preyseeker won't secure it, and Team Ice come away without anything.
Woo! That was close.
And because we talked about this a little bit in the intro, where if you have winning lanes, you use those winning lanes to go affect the enemy jungler. Jankos now gets to go do some counter jungling here, take away the wolf camp from Rainover.
And again, that is just so much more impactful now with the longer jungle spawn time here. But also Rainover, he's an experienced guy.
Double it's rooted, Summoner heals thrown down. Mithy continues to trade. Expunge has already been used, and Reckless is backing away. Holds onto that Summoner spell though.
Now this is one of the very nice changes for Twitch. When he throws down his W, before it's like you gotta hit them on the first little tick there, otherwise it doesn't really do anything. Now it does stay and keeps stacking up, and it's a lot of extra damage.
They know there's no heal. They just got the heal out of double lift, and Yanko's coming from behind the turret.
He's waiting.
Crowd is anticipating. The tunnel comes in, double lifts the target, flashes early. Afromu's knocked up, forces another flash, and Jankos, great gank for two summoners.
Yeah, double flashes blown, plus his top blue side quadrant of his jungle was already cleared out. Rainover here, having been counter jungled on his blue side, went to go try and answer, but Jankos had already done the work there, so there wasn't any camp for Rainover to take, and he is slowly falling behind in the jungle. Plus, if you look at the CS numbers for jungle, they can be very misleading on a new patch. Since Raptor camp is full of all these tiny little baby raptors now, and really inflate your numbers.
Double Lift forgot how to sidestep, eats another root.
He's been streaming that far.
Forgot. Double Lift has been known for getting hit by skill shots in high pressure situations.
Well, a good start for Reckless and Mithy. 32 CS to 23 and double lift. Afromu without
top lane here as well. It's tanks. Never mind. There's no top lane. Let's move on to something else.
I mean, the courage of the Colossus trades are really exciting to watch.
Yeah, I get a shield, you get a shield.
It's giant. I think Poppy is slightly better for me than Nautilus is in the top. I mean, the three main ones are Poppy, Nautilus, and Maokai. For those top lane tanks.
All equally exciting to watch in lane.
Exactly.
Yeah, the wet noodle fight for the next 20 minutes. The one thing I do like, Nautilus simplifies the team play, right? Nautilus simplifies your target. There's your Courage of the Colossus, and if anybody has not already read the changes.
Pretty sure everyone's used to it by now, but I actually really do want to check back in on xPeke, because he's been doing just fine in the mid lane. That was going to be some focus, and almost picked up the early kill onto Rainover, but First Blood still has not occurred yet, even though bottom lane getting chunked out.
And yeah, Peke is definitely doing fine, but I mean, we can't really ignore the fact he's down in CS with teleport, because he obviously used the fight wall as well. Normally you would push in that lane, TP back, and then you have a small advantage, but Bjergsen is just perma pushing it, having at the time on his side. Not much has changed with the AP mages in terms of items. It's still the Lost Chapter that is such a good item, and a little bit like expected. Bjergsen is taking over.
Yeah, definitely going to be the case here. He is level 6 before Peke as well. And is he looking to roam? Trying to control the plants, actually. That's one of the big things for mid laners. You see the plant that was just used on the mini-map there. That was the Vision one. Those are very big for mid lane control. Reignover actually walking right by Soaz!
The hook connects, and Reignover's going to get knocked up by the mine. Soaz is sent flying. Jankos, no flash available. And Reignover forced to run away, but again, North America and Fire thwart Europe and Ice.
Yeah, Reignover here is playing really aggressive in the early game. First the river invade, but he almost died, and this one, we did just see 2 plants being used pretty effectively. Like, he knows he can invade on the Grumpy because he can take the plant and jump out with it, like the blast cone as we saw there. And as you highlighted before with Bjergsen, and ultimate.
Oh, they're not going to get the kill though. Peke's surviving. No aggressive summon of the attack. The dissonance, and Peke survives by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, I mean, you say, you know, Team Fire kind of thwarting Team Ice, but it's Reignover continually getting in these situations, and I would definitely say that Jankos, because of the early skirmish on the bottom side, retaining control of this game from the jungle.
I mean, again, just really good use of these plants on the map and knowing exactly where it is, and then I can invade, I can use the plant out. Bjergsen used one to try and spot a ward up in the tri-bush as well before, and the one you highlighted, Kobe. And that's basically what just happened the last like minute and a half, because bot lane right now, yes, it's in favor of Europe, but we haven't really seen Doublelift get poked even more.
Yeah, I mean, the big CS lead is a big part of the overall gold lead for Europe here. For Team Ice, it is mostly in the bottom lane and on the jungle. So if those are the ones going to be making the plays!
Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and Aframu goes down for first blood!
You were saying?
Well, just as talk about he has Reignover.
Hold on, Reignover. Thrill of the Hunt has been used. Already a flash from Reckless. Doublelift is firing away with the ulti. Reignover exhausted under the tower. Support coming down for Jankos, but he's too far away. And Reignover and Doublelift, they've escaped for now. Here comes
Jankos. Flash is coming back
available. The bowler bracing up. His body blocked.
All right, first ulti used by Reignover. One of the changes for Rengar is that you can ulti much earlier because you are stealth for longer, 14 seconds, rank 1. Jankos is not done.
No, he's not.
Finds the rat.
Rat goes invisible.
I love how animated you two are getting with every...
oh, I'm sorry. Here. Is that Europe winning, Kobe? Calm down over there.
It definitely is.
Hold that thought, Deficio, because Soaz is in trouble. He's got a flash available. He's not going to need it. Instead, just going to buy as much time. Interrupted. Great stop by Impact.
So that Bjergsen guy there with control over mid lane makes a roam up top with his Ghost, and they do get up a kill there for Team Fire.
Just saying, if Deficio hadn't tried to brag, maybe that kill wouldn't have happened. No, cast a curse, it's a thing.
True. Happened twice now, first bot lane, now top lane as well. But yeah, we got to see Reignover first ulti. Not a success.
I mean, he had a decent amount of burst there on the Zyra,
but he didn't kill anyone.
Exactly. No trophy for the passive stacking, so it doesn't count.
But gentlemen, the thing is, now Reckless is down a flash, and flash is available for Doublelift and Aframu. Reignover could look to set up a repeat gank if EU continue to play aggressive and push out like they have been doing.
Right, but we have to remember Europe has this double teleport set up with Peke and Soaz. Soaz will have his teleport just in 2 seconds. Bot lane tower is still the target. Like that hasn't changed since Worlds, since we changed like with the lack of lane swaps. Double TP from Europe to the bottom lane should be the play to go for here. You can easily kill the bottom side there. You can get that tower. You can start snowballing. Get Peke out of this mid lane because it's not going to work for him.
Exactly. I mean, not only does, you know, first tower snowball really hard, but we do have an Infernal Drake on the map.
doing it instead.
So bottom lane focus could be very rewarding.
First call on the bottom lane. Teleport used as well. Mithy and Reckless are in so much trouble. The Crystal Arrow catches Doublelift, but so does the pullback. Reignover as well as Doublelift. They clean up 1 kill apiece.
And that's what I love. I love to see a team knowing exactly what the other team can do to snowball and then just do it against them before they can even react. Really smart roam from North America. It all starts with Bjergsen pushing out that mid lane again, moving down, and of course that flash Reckless didn't have from before. Super easy setup for Reignover and the rest of the team.
They should be able to win the race for the first turret as well and transition into that Infernal Drake we talked about for a pretty big snowball.
It's like watching CLG G2 again from Worlds, where the North American team are just making really smart plays on the bottom side with some good roams early on and a nice early teleport. This time from Impact and not shown, but same effect. Kills, Dragon, and advantage for North America.
Definite advantage to NA. 3 kills to 1. Because of first blood and that tower equalizer from EU, it is fairly close in the gold game, but look at those sizable CS differences between mid and ADC. Let's go back to this replay of the bottom lane.
This is the classic Rengar Orianna Shockwave delivery. Reignover right in there. And this means Reignover will get credit for 2 of those passive stacks. Very, very efficient stacking there.
And we've seen Reignover now use that new W to not get CC and escaping.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. I did it here with the knock-up just in the end from Mythi's ulti, so he didn't have to, you know, either die off the flash or maybe afterwards ulti. He just ran out of it. Really, really well done. Because he knows like his damage is already high enough. He doesn't need to use his empowered abilities also as just pure damage tools because utility is just much better. And it is one of the reasons the community really hates playing against Rengar because he's so hard to deal with.
Definitely true. And you talk about the damage as well. You know, the Orianna and the Twitch can easily carry the majority of that damage towards late game. So definitely seconding that point.
All right, we did catch a glimpse of Impact teleporting down for that play.
It's your turn.
Didn't have a huge turn towards the end, but his tower's falling prey. Soaz is shoving it in. Rekkles is shoving down the bottom lane. There's Jankos cutting off support from mid. And this could be town number 2 to Europe.
Yeah, well, this was kind of the play for Europe before, you know, get that bot lane tower. And they knew it, so they just left the bot lane already. They're not going to play against multiple globals without a TP on their own. So they took the bot lane, they moved them away from the bottom side and tried to make a play around the mid lane. Nothing happened though, and Europe got that tower. They would have gotten anyway.
Yeah, slight gold lead as
Bjergsen
well
coming
for
again.
Team Ice. Some damage might arrive to the Wet Noodle party.
Sunfire Cape is the armor component of Soaz's kit. Shockwave not used yet, finally thrown down. Really easy 2-on-1. Bjergsen Impact land everything they need to.
Yeah, we definitely see good coordination, good shot calling from the North American team here, where Europe seems to just play like individual games. Second time Soaz gets roamed on and doesn't seem to react or doesn't have the time to react and goes down.
Yeah, the Bjergsen there, control from mid lane really showing on both sides. He's roamed up top, he's roamed down bottom, he's all over the map at the moment and finds another one for themselves with the flash also being blown there for Soaz.
Yeah, maybe Europe thinks he's actually the ally because he is in fact from Europe, so it's like, oh, you're roaming to help?
He's been
Great.
in North America for multiple
I have to admit,
years
even
now,
I think that story is old.
Is it?
As you know, a bit of a fan of Bjergsen myself, so...
Oh, are you a fan of Bjergsen? Tell me more, Trevor.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me more.
Exactly how, who would you say he's better?
Last time I did that, it didn't end very well for me. Taking a look in the top lane, though, Reignover with the help of Impact, going onto Rekkles. Early flash, Strangleforce buy some time. Rekkles trying to turn it around. Jankos making his way up from the river, and Soaz teleports in, only to get knocked away. Peke has used the Spirit Rush already, looking for more.
Pretty good
away from it.
Pretty good disengage there for a while. Team Fire now just need to buy time for double-list split pushing. The classic special here.
There we go.
Split pushing down bottom on Twitch.
He's let pro play. He's just sitting in the side lanes now, playing his own game. He's gonna get a tower now. There's no TP from Europe. Both were just used to the top lane, and they didn't pick up a single kill or a single summoner spell from the North American
That's what
team.
a Poppy highlight play looks like. Ultimate pops him out. There's a disengage. So many resources blown from the other side. And some inaction there.
Hey, technically EU still has the gold lead, Kobe.
They also have more vision on the map with the extra wards being placed down on that top side move. They'd have to return to that area to try and make use of it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, that's pretty useless ward. Like, let's return to that top lane where we just killed the tower and we have the ward. Like, no one is going to walk into that lane.
There's no teleports they could use to teleport behind anyone either, so...
Maybe they can spot someone walk into the lane and then try and, like, roam on him. Someone.
Well, who do you think that someone would be?
Maybe a double.
I mean, Afro Move's walking over him now.
Oh, that's one ward spotting him. Okay. Okay.
Information gathered. Yeah. What does EU do with this? By the way, Jankos, a big reason that vision is down in place, despite looking like he's down 30 CS, is actually bang on even gold. And that's just a good highlight of how the new season, the new patch, you have to sort of retrain your brain when looking at junglers quite specifically, and effective gold, farm gold, etc.
Yeah, definitely, with the camps being overloaded with extra monsters here. Meanwhile, overloading areas of the map here is the bottom lane for Team Ice. That's Impact's domain, though, and he's pretty tanky.
Yeah, he is definitely hard.
If he's tanky enough, though.
All right, top.
Is he too tanky?
Yeah, top no die.
Top has to attempt there.
Be able to just walk his way out of that.
But they got his Courage of the Colossus, Brock. That's down for 30 seconds, boys.
It was uninspiring at best in terms of any kills there.
To be fair, they were actually just trying to push it in, reset the wave, and force NA to set like 1 or 2 guys down, and then maybe rotate towards something like mid lane. There's no cleanse for Bjergsen. There's an arrow from Rekkles, so Europe can create picks. Not that Peke exactly has a lot of damage. He's also built the Abyssal first item, which is actually more of a defensive item. It was that item. Let's see what happens. That's the arrow. Yeah. We tried.
Oh, that would have been so amazing. Because that is like a beta-style play, wasn't it? Arrow straight down mid.
I mean, no, you need a teleport then. You shot the arrow and TP'd to mid, and then you would kill them.
I mean, especially against an Orianna who has extra speed, though. I don't...
Flash over, rain over sidesteps, jumps onto the ward that was placed, actually. Now Peke's jump forward and charm, sidestep, flash by Jankos, the shockwave Reckless. Reckless is running away. Impact coming up from the river. Got access to the verdict, to the hammer. Double coming down.
Calm down, Trevor. Here's the
well. No, he's not going to find anything with the Venom cast. Impact slowed down the volley. Spray and pray, flying across. Flash over by Impact. Bjergsen's got one onto Miffy. Cuts him down. And the rest of North America decides to back away. It's a 1-for-1 trade despite everyone running across the map.
I mean, this game is basically bang on even at the moment with gold. You know, that's a very small difference, and it's mostly about the team play.
And that is not the same, because it feels like the team play has sided someone in favor of NA.
Yeah, NA definitely has made some really good plays, but again, Europe has gotten towers, so we can't really say Europe has been playing poorly. They've just been out-rotating NA when it comes to pushing down objectives, but North America has been setting up these plays to get more kills.
And the thing is, if the gold is that close when there are extra towers standing, that means there's more for NA to play in. Plus, they're stacking Drakes, and they're going to add that Ocean Spitfire with a perfect combination.
Whoa, the Rift Herald, it still exists, it's still a thing. No one really picks it up very often.
Their eyes got so big. Oh.
In a tank meta, the Rift Herald kind of lost a lot of his value as well, because giving that buff over to
no, hey, that's a jungle. That's a jungle. Oh, what? Oh no! Oh no! He's not gonna kill anybody with that. All right.
But he can actually hit the tower for some extra damage.
True.
By the way, did you guys see that drop down? This is Soaz's 3,000th minute of competitive play.
Okay.
Works out to 50 hours.
And we know
2016.
He's always loved playing tanks, so he's happy he's doing it on a tank.
Definitely the happiest man in the Rift right now.
Well, I'm looking forward to what he's going to bring out in the 1v1 tournament. You talk about he's been happy to play tanks. He was one of the ones who was happy to play.
He's actually hated playing tanks in the past.
Yeah, I know. I got the joke.
But then it didn't sound like you got the joke right
well,
there.
You're the one he corrected. He was mad, and he corrected you on Twitter.
Which one was that? Which one? I remember something like that. Yeah, he was like, no, I love playing tanks. I'm like, no, you don't. You always go support when you guys used to play Shen.
You're thinking yourself a deeper.
No, we all remember.
I actually I hate to side with Kobe on this, but I do think
no.
Right.
I remember a public shaming, I think.
Yes, there was.
Oh, it happened very often. Wicked also called me out yesterday.
Let's take a look. Enchanter Crystal Arrow from Reckless, fired. Afro flashes over the wall, so that's definitely a worthwhile trade. Gentlemen, I'm going to bring us back on topic. We're getting to 20 minutes. It is All-Star. And because it is All-Star, we're getting to 20 minutes. If there are Baron steals or pentakills, it's going to trigger a bonus mystery gift for legendary esports skins. So keep your eyes on that throughout the next 4 days.
I just want to highlight what we just saw on screen, because Impact hit every single one of his abilities, and Soaz missed everyone, and the change in health was 0. Didn't matter that Impact hit everything because Nautilus still at 100 HP, and didn't matter that Nautilus missed everything because they were both
yeah, all that matters is who's pushing the lane. That literally is the only thing that matters, because then you can move first, maybe take TP. Peke trying to get Bjergsen here with the charm.
A little bit cheeky. Crystal Arrow still
what does that mean?
Down.
A little bit cheeky? How is that cheeky?
Because it was risky and fun. And
was it risky though?
It's like putting your hand in the cookie jar. If you get the cookie, you can get away with the grape. But if you get caught, you're in trouble. That's a cheeky move.
Okay.
And it just depends on who's around. Great. Good. We settled that.
Right, yeah.
So that was a successful cheeky move.
A successful cheeky move. There we go. And the rest of fire clearing out vision in the river. The top quadrant. While
Double is still split pushing.
Yeah. In the side lane.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that check-in there, Dr.
I'm just saying, that's all this man is doing. And now poor Swords have to come pick it back up. Man, come on, you're a mega player.
Double still behind 40 CS when he spent the last 5 to 6 minutes alone in a side lane.
He was roaming around there for a while, you know, looking for a couple stealth plays. Hasn't really had too much success with him.
It's called camouflage plays.
Oh, true.
Come on.
Got to keep up with the times here.
It's gone now. Invisibility or camouflage.
Thing is, It's especially confusing on Twitch because his own spells have changed multiple times.
Yeah.
In the character's iteration, I've already got his ultimate wrong twice.
I mean, what's to say they won't change it back? It's back to rat-a-tat-tat, right?
There we go. Right, double lift right now. Hurricane completed and BF sort of working towards that eye edge, which Reckless has already completed. So momentary advantage, though it won't matter because there's no other matchups or fights on the horizon. No surprises in
the minions would say otherwise. It matters.
No other itemization surprises really there. Good damage onto Yankos.
No, and even though it's so even in gold, like the fact that Bjergsen is so fed on Orianna really puts it slightly in favor of North America if there is a potential fight coming in. 2 items soon completed for double as well, like massive cows. Like now you don't go Ghostblade any longer on Twitch. Just get these 2 items and you can really start carrying team fights.
Oh no, Mythy even gets stunned. Here comes Soaz from the side. Mythy's trying to run. The hammer kills him. Now Yankos is the target. Soaz running for his life. Caught in between 4 North American players. Peke is pushing the bottom lane, trying to side push and try to set up a back door, but it's not going to work out. North America get a kill, get a tower, and get away unscathed.
I mean, they might be able to trade towers. Actually, never mind, because North America, they're coming out to the bottom lane. Peke, you need to run.
Alright, needs to escape.
Oh, okay, they actually stopped. They went back to mid lane on the side of North America.
The tower's going low. Spirit Rush used by Peke to dash away. And the tower does not go down, left on about 8% health, so very, very low.
He's setting up the back door. I can see it now.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Then he's going to get the mid tower low, and then suddenly, boom.
I mean, he doesn't really want to fight Impact. Impact definitely too tanky.
No one wants to fight Poppy already. That's the problem when you play against Poppy. You can't deal damage to her, and we just saw her damage against it. I know it's a squishy support, but it took her no time to kill Mythy.
These arrows are a little optimistic. Hey, there we go. Throw down the flare. I like the attempt, though it's not working out. And double it, sneaking his way up. Camouflage.
Camouflage play in action.
Not going to work out this time around. But that's actually something you mentioned earlier, Kobe, the ball delivery system of the invisible Rengar.
Yeah.
You could have a sneaky ADC step up to another ADC. It's not ideal, but it's an option.
It's an option. The classic Twitch shockwave.
That did actually work much better before, when Twitch could actually still think like onto you.
Yeah, now the flash in there.
Now you get spotted, and then you flash on them with the shockwave.
There's double lift. He doesn't even need
it's right next to him. There it is.
2 shots, 3 shots, Mythy.
Yeah, Mythy's loving this game right now. Always great to play like a really squishy support against Twitch, Rengar, Orianna.
And he can't even build Redemption, so he can't use it while he's dead. That's one of the best things about Redemption, by the way. Even after your screen turns gray, you still get to play.
Get to play? Strong word. I mean, you get to see the but that's about it.
It's funny.
Remain involved. Remain involved.
I'm helping, right?
Oh, that was a flash from after. He didn't need that.
Flare, where's the flare?
Oh, he knows.
There we go. Good boy. There you go.
Dragon number 3 secured at the cost of an Afro move flashing. Just to secure the Dragon.
Yeah, I say worth it.
At the cost. I think that was a donation.
There we go. Donation. Great turn. Get in there earlier.
To be fair, he doesn't need it to dodge the arrows anyway, so he's actually going to be fine now. And North America, 3 dragons, small goal advantage. Very fit Twitch and Orianna. Looking pretty good for North America.
Recipe for success, especially if he's sidestepping those arrows, or the arrows missed, depending on your point of view, opinion. Because that's really the only way EU can get back into this. Get an arrow, get a charm, maybe a flank from the 2.5 TPs.
Yeah, they have to like double TP flank, like push the 3 lanes, like one with Nautilus, one with Peke down on the Ahri, and then like try and flank on the North American team. But it's really hard against things that can already hard engage.
I actually think what they need to do is have their Courage of the Colossus frontline intercept whoever's trying to deliver this ball. Problem is, Poppy,
so many ways.
Poppy is really difficult. I mean, we talk about the Rengar and the Twitch. It was so interesting and cool how they're going to deliver these invisible balls. Poppy could just walk it in if she wanted to.
And she will, especially in Impact hands.
Rain over.
Soaz is knocked away. Rainover jumps into Mythy, gets stunned up, doesn't get the battle roar down. A lot of damage, defensive flash from Rainover. Could this turn in favor of Ice? Yankos flashes forward, catches Bjergsen and double it.
We have no time, but there it is!
Peke gets on the board in Barcelona. Dashes away, Orbit Deception chunks out double it. But all EU get is a solitary kill.
Yeah, there you go. Ineffective Rengar initiation there, and Europe were able to turn around and grab 1 kill for themselves. Problem is, no real punish after the fact, so it's just a little bit of gold for the kill onto Aframu. Teleport there.
There we
though.
go. Wait, are you going for Bjergsen mid? Yeah,
Oh, they stopped his back!
They got him! Oh, he killed
Bjergsen's
Mythic.
already killed Mythic. Reckless may be in trouble. Throws out the volley to command protect. Now Bjergsen's running away. He sidesteps and flashes.
Can they get him out?
Oh! Looking. Prey Seeker onto Bjergsen. Command protect. It's not done yet. Bjergsen's turned it around. Rainover's looking for the hunt. He's got the Guardian Angel available. Throw the hunt's unavailable. Impact dashes over and shuts down Reckless. Jankos running for his life. This was a fight that Europe started, but it's North America that's ending it. Soaz goes down. 4 kills to North America.
Holy moly, Bjergsen stays alive, uses the teleport zone there as Impact comes in and they escort him to safety. He gets a kill.
I think
4 versus 1 almost.
Every single skill shot just missed in the end, and he's staying alive. And then the rest of North America shows up. Baron will go down as well.
It's funny how in the past a lot of times, you know, when the team... Oh, never mind. Look at xPeke.
All right, Charm does find Bjergsen's Burr Rush again. This is interrupting Baron. Miffy gets revenge, but Doublelift gets the reply. Baron still aggro, 4,000 HP. Miffy decides to sidestep. It's going to be too late. Will be secured. North America, get Baron here at All-Star.
1 kill for Europe. Zach had to use the teleport as well, so actually not worth it again.
Let's
check it out.
Okay,
all right.
So there's 1, 2, plus the teleport. So it's technically a 3 versus 1. And he just one-shots the support there. Nice, nice, okay.
Mithy had flash.
And
Why didn't he flash
he
it?
chunks down the AD carry. Does get charmed, so a couple skill shots do land.
Missed there. Volley misses from Reckless right now there. Yang is not close enough to get the knockout. Bjergsen stays alive. Imagine a world where Mithy had actually flashed that shockwave and could have added more CC to try and take down Bjergsen. Instead, though, North America again, especially Impact. He's on fire. That man is going crazy.
I mean, in the past, I always used to talk about, you know, when teams that Bjergsen was on were doing poorly, it was Bjergsen and 4 wards. But this is Bjergsen and 4 all-star wards.
I don't think you can consider Doublelift the ward when he's 5-0-2.
Also, Impact has been making plays all over the map here.
Now, this
hasn't died on Poppy either.
For what it's worth, this is something that we had mentioned at the beginning of the show, that it was a little bit more of a popularity vote in EU.
Yes.
And you could make a strong case that these are the 5 best players in their roles from the North American squad.
Technically, Doublelift is a full-time streamer now, no longer a pro player.
So you've only got 4 pros and a stream.
Exactly.
Okay, well, it seems to be working.
Oh, the trap from Europe. Panic traps.
There's no push there, though. It's not a...
All right. No more skill shot champions for Europe. No more skill shots.
No.
Only point and click next.
Yeah, that was why Rise was banned out. You know, taken off the table, get rid of that option. Anyways, Impact and the rest of North America, they take down the inhibitor turrets in the bottom lane. Soaz is looking for a way in. Rainover sneaking on the side there. Middle of the hunt, delivers the shockwave, not yet. The trigger wasn't pulled. Inhibitor goes down and still waiting for a fight. So that's the ultimate down from Rainover. Spray and Pray still available for Doublelift, which I think is why EU don't want to commit and pile in.
And one of the really annoying things now when you play against like Twitch and Rengar is again the camouflage is much longer than before. So it's really hard, like when you want to start a fight, to exactly know where they are, because they could already stealth like 5 seconds ago. They're hiding somewhere around a corner, and you don't see them. And then you can't really engage properly because you need to get the backline. You gotta kill that Twitch, you gotta kill the Orianna.
Gets caught by the Bola Strike, and he's able to walk away. Root down Impact, and
healing
still
Impact.
doesn't matter. 4 damaging members onto Impact, and still gets away 50% of his HP. Doublelift stands firm. We're just waiting for one.
Oh!
That's a catch onto Aframu, but again, not the right target. Jankos looking to interrupt. Very good
There we
job.
go.
Doublelift is shut down. Impact may get killed. It's a 5-on-4, and Peke's got the double. Flash forward from Jankos. He catches Bjergsen. The bomb from Nautilus locks him down. Reckless flashes just in case. And all of a sudden, Europe have got 3. But what can they do with the time?
The classic story for North America. Just when you believe they can win, they end up messing up everything. 3 members die. Europe is pushing. They're actually not pushing, they're chasing.
Aframu is
Now they're pushing.
distracting the minions here on his
And the players at the
Just
same
walking
time.
right by through the mid lane, trying to delay the push here so that the tower doesn't lose its defenses. But it was a decent, you know, pick there from TP European team.
Peke
Able to land that arrow, then Peke got in there for the full damage onto Double F, who's the main target.
Reinova's exhausted, so he can't one-shot Myth. He turns his attention to Peke. Peke's the one that's now exhausted. Monsoon will reset the engage, and so as there's no damage follow-up, but Impact wants to bring some. Teleports into the mid lane. Reinova and Impact against 3 Team Ice members. Jankos is left for dead.
The rest of you is doing Dragon right now.
Gonna take Dragon. Sacrifice Jankos. This is a team play.
Every man for himself.
Verdict goes up, but that's a Dragon secured. Double Lift needs to knock him caught by a charm. xPeke's got no mana. Double kill to Double Lift.
And North America are still doing just fine. Little bump in the road, but now they get some more kills. They can push for a bit more in the base. Europe doesn't have an inhib in the bottom lane, where North America is pushing right now.
No, but they do have Nexus
will try and finish. Yeah. 30 seconds for Peke, 25 for Reckless. It's a lot of time for North America.
2-on-5, and there's super minions pushing in. North America could strike first blood at All-Star 2016. Yeah. They've set their sights onto Soaz and the towers.
So it's just getting in there, being super annoying with the big shield. Towers go down.
Needs to wave clear. Shot by Bjergsen. Doesn't find Mithy, but the Nexus turrets are falling. Jankos looking at Reignover. There's a GA still available. The Vow, the Redemption is thrown down. Nexus turret number 2 still standing.
Here comes
the
the carries.
Is popped by Soaz. AD carry is alive. Peke is alive. Ash Arrow connects onto Impact, the worst possible target. Impact turns his attention steadfast.
It's Peke!
It prevents anything more.
Teleport!
Teleport! It's not a backdoor for a tower. It's a backdoor for the kills. Peke's looking for Double Lift, trying to hunt him down. Needs to be very careful. Pinned against the wall. That should be a kill. Peke blows his flash just to look good on the way out. Now Mythy's in trouble. They've overchased. They've bit off more than they can chew. And the Hamon, it baited them in. They should not have taken it. Jankos left for dead. Here comes Reckless.
He's got 2 tunnels to choose from.
No vision.
Whack-a-mole
Impact. This is the slowest kill ever. Reckless taken down. Double Lift looks for another. Isn't going to find it. 10, 1, and 2. North America on another tower.
Love me some 80 carry crit battles.
Love me some Twitch.
Just hoping for that extra crit there. Double Lift does get it.
Soaz is now turning his attention to Impact. Gonna chase down. Jankos threw out the farm alarm.
This is how we beat the Koreans, by playing like this here. Both teams fighting so much. Backdooring against each other.
Oh no!
Double Lift! What are you doing?
We're revealing our strategy early.
Do not watch this game, LCK players. This is definitely not the strategy for next season.
Top secret strategy. All right.
Oh, look at it.
Here's another teleport. And then Ward just expired too. Oh, so good. All right, here he gets the charm on Bjergsen. The main carry picks up 3, counting the Guardian Angel.
Double Lift staying camouflage for such a long time, just out of range, so he's not spotted until Peke wants to chase him a bit too far. Good play from Impact as well. Gotta say, it's a really good individual plays from the North American side, especially Double Lift on his Twitch now.
And I have to admit, I'm relatively impressed with Peke's Ari this game. He's hit a few more charms than the rest of his teammates have been able to land. Clutch flashes over walls multiple times.
He's got 6 kills. That's you just got scoreboarded.
Look, I was just gonna say, I had lower expectations for Peke than most of the other guys in the squad because he's been one of the least active, you know, etc. But it hasn't helped. That's the problem. They're still down 7,000 gold. 2 inhibitors were killed. I think the bottom one has already despawned, and now Baron number 2 has started by North America and Team Fire.
The only thing that's kind of disappointing to me is that we don't have much AD at all on this Rengar, so he's not really taking advantage of the passive for stacking up. He's going to tank Rengar just because, as we said, you know, Bjergsen and Double F can easily carry this late game damage, and he's just going to be the other deliveries.
Yeah, I mean, the only bad thing, and it's not a really bad thing for Reino because he's doing the correct thing here, it's just like, as we have seen, when EU managed to get that flank off and like kill one of the squishies in the back line, North America doesn't really have any damage left. But that does require, like, a Peke to pull off that perfect play. He doesn't have TP or Flash right now, so it is really, really difficult. And that's why North America is in such good position for that next big team fight with the tanks in the front.
So this is not just a little bit backwards. Jankos is coming in the mid lane as well.
Ooh, Jankos!
So much damage! That was over-eager. Double lift of Bjergsen just sent him packing. Very good hammer thrown down by Impact. Soaz flashes into the backline. That's a good strangleforce. Knocks up all of North America, but there's no damage follow-up. Impact was able to buy so much time. Peke cannot snipe off anyone. The inhibitor in the mid lane falls down. North America 5 versus 3. They set their sights on the top. Miffy gets knocked down by Bjergsen. Reckless and Peke, they're running from their own base. Peke, the last man standing. North America, they take him down for the ace. Turn their attention to the Nexus. The tower is killed. Team Fire secure themselves 100 points. Compliments of the North American LCS.
And what a fun game to watch, actually, here. Like, there were some really good plays from the team's early game. We saw some good roams. And then we also got to see some individual players really shine here. I especially love the Twitch from Double Lift. We said it was really strong. He's 13-1-3 on this champion. Awesome team fights, honestly.
Definitely true. I also really like a lot of the tank work that Impact was doing. You know, tanks often, especially with the Colossus so strong, everyone's just like, you know, classic plays, not really doing much. But he had so many walls hit with the stun. He had a lot of good disengages and kind of the unsung heroes there at the front line.
Yeah, and Poppy was basically unkillable at Worlds. Now we just made her even stronger.
Yes.
So then you can definitely not kill her. And we got to see that in this game.
We absolutely did. The North American LCS squad accepting the cheers here from Barcelona. And you know, this is a fun event, right? This is where we come to celebrate the players.
I'm going to go cry right now.
Having fun already.
The European LCS, they were just having fun. You know, they were coming here, soaking in Barcelona. Is it too soon to say that?
Same.
I think it is.
Nah, they were here having fun, of course. We're here to have fun as well, even though we hate Kobe.
It was a very exciting game. It was a very exciting game. I do think the post-match thread is going to be interesting for this one.
I didn't see it, if there was a trash talk one that went up before the game or not. Because usually there are.
I hope so. I hope so. If not, they'll have to deliver.
It is very early still in North America, obviously. A lot of the guys on a Thursday will have school and work and whatever. So maybe it comes later. But I think this game was actually really entertaining. Europe didn't have it. You know, Peke tried his hardest. The rest actually fed.
What do you make about the rest of the game? Because, yeah, I think Peke showed up pretty well. You know, Reckless and Miffy in the bottom lane, they had a decent start to the game. But they missed some of those key components around, like, the tower pushing. But what about the rest of the map, the items, the new patch?
Honestly,
not too surprising.
The biggest thing to me was, like you're talking about, the team play from North America with Bjergsen leading a lot of the roams up on the top side. Then they had that coordinated bottom lane play where they got the first turret and snowball with the Infernal Drake. That's really hard to come back from.
No, exactly. That was really, really good plays. We could have seen, like, also, like, at Worlds or something, these kind of rotations early on. So both teams definitely had this really, like, try-hard start. That was very nice to see. And then later, it became this big fights going on left and right. I think item-wise, as you guys can see here, or as you saw in the game, not that much has changed since, you know, Worlds, because, again, this off-season, not too many things were just completely revamped. Like, it's not a new map, not completely new jungle or anything. A lot of it is very close to what it used to be, just the tanks and top lane being very strong.
And it definitely appears like the North American squad, with only 4 pro players and 1 streamer, seem to be more in sync around how to play the game, you know, making those rotations earlier and sooner. So 100 points on the board. That's important for them, for Team Fire.
Yeah.
You might not need to be carried by LCK this year.
I was going to say, you know, we haven't even revealed our best strategy yet, and the best strategy for North America has been that we keep drafting Korea onto Team Fire.
Yeah, that's why you do poorly at Worlds, so you get together with LCK for All-Star. It makes a lot of sense, honestly, because right now, it's 100 points, as you highlighted. The fun modes, like the AD carry mode we have next, that's only 50 points.
Well,
so this is super important.
You've revealed NA's secret. Draft LCK after failing at Worlds, and that's how you're going to win All-Star. But it's very early. They've still a lot of games to play. Team Fire, they have come in hot. Let's head over to Dash, who's standing by with Bjergsen.
Thank you very much, gents. That's right. I'm here with Bjergsen after a nice victory over EU for NA and Team Fire. That is 100 points in the bank there. Bjergsen, first question to you, though. Here in Spain, how does it feel to betray the homeland and play for NA?
I don't think I'm a betrayer. You know, we still won. There's still Rainover and I. We both played in Europe, so Europe still won.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. All right. But then when it came to prepping, you know, this match and All-Stars in general, especially given the patches and having to play with, you know, players from other teams, what was the strategy and prep like? Was there much of any of it, or was it really just I'm going to play what I want to play and try and style on kids?
We talked a little bit about what was good because we came into this tournament, and obviously everyone wants to have fun. But I think the way all of us have fun is by winning, because we're competitors, right? So we all want to like troll around. I want to play Zed, but what really makes me happy is winning. So we still came in with the mindset to win.
All right, so winning obviously the goal still, but in an event like this, as compared to say Worlds or even in your own region in NA competing for the finals, what's the pressure level difference? Do you feel like you're a lot looser here on stage and you have kind of the freedom to go for some of those bigger plays that you wouldn't necessarily go for in other situations?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone saw me trying to flash and do the sombrero on Mithy and fail and die and almost throw the game, but yeah, I think here I can just enjoy the event. When we walk on stage for the introduction, I can just feel the moment and really enjoy the moment. I don't have to worry about whether we lose, can we still advance out of groups and all this stuff. We already lost groups. It's fine. So here, it's all about the experience and having fun. So even though the matches are competitive, I'm here to enjoy it.
Although when we talk about pressure, we have to remind everyone at home that you are the reigning champion from the 1v1s of last year. So if there's going to be pressure coming from anywhere, it's going to be in that situation right there. So I've got to ask you, how much thought have you given to the 1v1 tournament specifically, as an individual on defending your title?
I've done some theory crafting and 1v1ing some of my teammates on the NA Team Fire team. And I think honestly it all comes down, or most of it comes down to kind of theory crafting and figuring out what runes, masteries, and champions are strong, and then executing is another deal, but I think I'm just going to go back right now and play a bunch of 1v1s until I know what's good so I can win the tournament again.
That's what we like to hear. Well, we look forward to watching you play in the 1v1s. Congratulations again on the victory here to kick off the tournament. Now we're going to throw it up to the desk to talk about that game.
Thank you so much,